Hi everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope you are all well on this very chilly evening. Guys, I don't like wishing time away, but honestly, I'm very excited to the day where I can wear shorts and be barefoot. I'm actually very much a summer baby, so this coldness is it's quite hectic for me, but winter brings rain and we need the rain, so really can't complain. Hi guys, I see you jumping online. Please say hi, check in, let me know who you are. I see here's Catherine. Hi Catherine, nice to have you. I hope you're well. Hope you're feeling well. Nice to have you join. Everyone else, let me know who's here. Please check in. You all know we've been saying we need you guys to get your bums to these flow classes. Not out of any reason except that it has to be done to balance all the hard work that you guys are doing with your bodies, right? So you need to be doing this work for the mobility, for your joint health. So many reasons. I mean, the practice of yoga, simulating internal systems, stretching out, relieving pain, relieving tension, reducing anxiety, stress, increasing your breath work, which in turn increases the oxygen being sent to the body, relaxing the nervous system, so improving our immunity. Really a million reasons why you should be doing this. Hi everyone. Hi there, Teresa. Welcome, guys. Hi, Anne. Lisa, Zita, Nicole, Noni. Welcome, everyone. So nice to see all your names pop up. Larissa, really need a good stretch and relax session. Lisa's here. Welcome. Yeah, guys, so Paolo actually inspired the practice and it's going, there's definitely stretch, there's definitely, I mean, everything is slow, you guys know in these classes, it's all about slow, calm, focused, and we are going to have a focus around our core, but very different to kind of the fast abdominal work or the more intense kind of like reps, that kind of mindset of abdominal work from the HIIT classes. This is much slower, much more about the deeper layers of the abdominals. And then, of course, like our deep core line, finding our center, finding our balance, right? All about the balance. That's why you guys are here. Hi, Lauren. Welcome. Hi, Sindine. Sindine, I have been so good today. I was very good today, so I'm glad that you're here. So you're watching me and I'm watching you, right? And Joan says, hopefully after tonight, my quads will like me a bit more. They hate me at the moment. Yeah, they are going to activate a little bit through the practice. But like I always say, we have a focus in these classes. And then I still try and make it an all-round, all-body. So we try and get into every little part of my body and at least give everything a little bit of a stretch. Hi, Stephen. Nice to see some guys up in here. Taryn van der Westhuizen. Nice to have you. Welcome. Diona. Hi. Coach Kaylee. I hope that you're on your mat with us. Hi, Jono. One-on-one clients are with us. Yes, guys. I want to be seeing more of those names pop on here. Let me know. Are you on the one-on-one? Are you just on the membership? Are you new? Is it your first practice of yoga? Remembering that this is the beginner practice, so that's perfect for anyone who has not done a lot of yoga before. Samantha Engel. Hi, Kathleen and everyone. Hello. And then we've got Paolo in the house, guys. So Paolo was the inspiration. He asked for core last week. Like I said, my core definitely very different to the HIIT core. But yeah, Paolo, I hope that you enjoy it. I hope you can really connect to your center today and use that throughout your practice. So thanks for joining. Hi, Shamima. Pedro, nice to have you back. there's a Kathleen, spelled like my Kathleen. Hi, Kathleen is at Bischoff. I don't meet many Kathleens that are spelled the same way my name is. Lee's Little Brains, welcome here. One on Coach Kaylee, I see your one-on-ones are here. Good stuff. Hello, Rita. Welcome, Cheryl. Yurita, nice. I like seeing these guys' names pop in here. It's really been run by the ladies, so really nice to have some guys in here too. Stephanie, hi, first time here. Welcome, Stephanie. Let me know, guys, who's on here. I see there's a lot of people watching the video, but not a lot of people writing in to say who's here. Check in, guys. Let me see your names. It's for me to get to know you and for you to get to know me. The more I kind of see that you're here, the more we can communicate and the deeper we can take our practices together. So thanks to everyone who is jumping online and letting me know you're here. I see Yvette is here. Hello, Yvette. Lekker om jou hier te hê. Baie lekker om jou in hierdie klasse te hê, ek moet sê. So excited to be back at it again. Good, Samantha. Nicole, Cavallo, hello, can't wait for the session. Yay! Me too, guys. Honestly, it's a highlight of my day. I mean, I think you see that with anyone coming live on the Jeff platform. It's really where we are investing, a lot of our love and time and energy. So it's really nice when you guys get on here, say that you're here, we're all in this together. I'm on my mat working hard, so I hope that you guys on your mats working hard. And yeah, it's just nice to have everyone here together. Let's see, we got a few more minutes. Here's another Dirkie did the quads. Ooh, so this is Dirkie's work that everyone's got sore quads today. All right. Well, you'll have to kind of feel out into your poses, how you can get the most out of your poses to get a bit of release there. Obviously, not every pose will offer that opportunity, but there'll definitely be an opportunity to open a little part, each part of your body throughout the practice. Hi, Lizette. Cyan is back. Nice to have you here, Cyan. Jess Costa. Jess, my sister's name is Jess, so nice to have you here. First flow session with Jeff. Is that your first flow or your first yoga session? Welcome to your first flow session. Who was saying earlier on, it was just now that I saw, it was Sandine, I think, that said she showed a photo of her after her post hip session saying hashtag Jeff Glow. And I was like, I wonder if we can steal Jeff Glow for Jeff Flow. Because rhymes, but also like I feel like you do have a bit of it. We call it a yoga glow when you come out of a yoga class. So Sandine, I might be stealing that for the flow sessions. All right, guys. Renata, Charlene, and Shanae, Joshua here for the handstands. Handstands and headstands all the way. No, not today's class at all, guys. Don't worry about it. But Josh, we will be getting into those at some point in the intermediate classes, playing around with that work. So yeah, once you guys have done a few beginner sessions and you feel quite confident, then start joining the intermediate classes where we play a little more, become a little more adventurous, and it's lots of fun. It's lots of fun. Welcome, everyone. Yoga Glow is real. I know. I think Sandine has worked this out for us. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Ross. Cool, guys. So it's 1:30. I think let's get going. So welcome to everyone. Well done, all the one-on-ones who are here showing up. I'm sure you've all had sessions today, but it's nice to have you here at the flow. We need to all be getting this restorative work in, our mobility, our movement, our recovery. Super important, especially seeing as you guys are working so hard in your one-on-ones and your high-intensity classes. All right, guys. So for today, as I usually say, you can always have a cushion nearby, just in case you need it for some extra padding, or if you're sitting in a seat and your hips feel a little tight. Okay, I think let's get going. So we're actually going to start standing. You can pretty much start anywhere on your mat. All right. And then just take a nice loop of your shoulders. Place your feet hip distance apart. Draw your shoulders to stack above your hips. Almost like you broaden yourself side to side, let your palms face forward. Draw your top row of teeth parallel to the floor. And then just close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And a big sigh out through your mouth. And you get a deep breath in through your nose. And a big sigh out through your mouth. And last one here, deep breath in through your nose. And a big sigh out through your mouth. Stay standing and bring one hand and the other across your heart space. Try and ground nice and equally through right and left. So notice if you're swaying right or left or front or back, and try and completely stack the crown of the head above the tip of the tailbone. Obviously the curve of the spine in between those 2 points, but try and ground down through the feet. Almost like you're drawing your front body back, squeezing your back body forward and broadening side to side. If you've already set your July intention or your mantra or your affirmation, repeat that to yourself 3 times. If you have not set one, you're setting one now specifically for your flow session. So nothing to do with calories or kilograms or kilometers, but more affirmation really for yourself. So more on an emotional or mental or even spiritual level, if that's what you feel you need. Mine this month is I am connected. And that's the place I want to move from through all my practices this month. Nice, and then we'll open the eyes. Bring your hands down to your hips. And then bring your weight onto your left leg. Slightly bend your left knee. And draw your right knee to your chest. So here you could flex into your right ankle. I'm going to move through some hip. So I'd like you to focus on drawing the abdominals back, right? But really, I have no tension around my shoulders or my head. I've got a bend in my standing legs. I'm really nice and firm. And I'm just going to feel into my right hip. So a soft gaze in front of you. Don't hold your breath. Don't clench your jaw. And then just start to find your balance. So if that bottom foot kind of wiggles around a lot, allow it to do so. You're kind of activating all those little muscles in the feet that help you to balance. So quite nice for anyone who does a lot of trail running and almost work on a lot of uneven surfaces. So you just train those little stabilizing muscles in your feet. Nice. Next time your knee comes to your chest, pause and then change direction. Take the knee down and back. Nice. So the pelvis is quite loose here. We're just moving around in the hips, especially if you've spent a lot of the day driving or sitting in front of your computer. Then you really want to be releasing through the hips every day. Nice. Let's do 2 more like that. Sorry for those with the tight quads, you're going to feel this. And then lower right foot down. Feet are hip distance. And then draw left knee up. Nice. Little bend in your right leg, flex in your left ankle. Again, I'm super relaxed. I'm just moving this left femur bone around in the hip socket. I'm not leaning too far forward. I'm not arching in my lower back. My abdominals are holding me quite stable here. Should feel quite nice. One more in this direction. And the next time your knee comes to chest, pause. And then change direction. Take that knee back, round and forward. Nice. Really smooth and easy, long, deep breaths. Nice. Do one more full round. And bring your knee to chest. And lower left foot down. Right, so I'm going to show you from the side. You can stay as you are. Keep that little soft bend in both knees. Release the arms. And then take a full stretch up with the arms. Reach, 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 reach. Bend the knees a little more. Send your buttocks back. Reach your arms forward like you're bringing your torso parallel to the floor. Hollow into the belly. And then fold yourself all the way down. Tuck your chin. Come into a halfway lift. So fingertips could be on the floor or even almost like a ski race position, hands to shins. See how I'm flattening out my spine. I'm sending my sit bones back. I'm still drawing my belly in. And then fold all the way back down. Tuck your chin. Bend your knees a lot until you feel your glutes activate. Have a look at your feet. Lift and spread through the toes for a moment and then allow them back down. Using the abdominals from the bottom to the top, start to roll up as you stack your vertebrae. Spinal roll. Remember shoulders, then head, come up last. Nice. As we just did, bring your weight onto your left leg, bring your hands to your heart, draw right knee to chest. Pendulum forward for a warrior 3 legs. Extend your right leg back. Reach your arms forward. Nice. Bring your hands back to your heart. Come all the way up. Draw right knee to chest. And then bend both legs, right foot down. Left knee to chest. Pendulum forward, send your left leg back, reach your arms forward, and then come all the way back. Left knee to chest, hands to heart, and then bring your left leg down. Bend your knees, reach both arms up, inhale, and then send your hips back, your arms forward. Stuck your lower belly in, lengthen your arms as forward as you can, and bend your knees, thighs parallel to the floor. Take a forward fold. Maybe now you straighten out your legs a little more. And then halfway lift, full breath in. And forward fold, exhale. Let's roll up on the inhale, all the way up. Loop the shoulders, exhale. Right knee to chest, inhale. Pendulum forward, exhale. Extend your arms, inhale. Hold, exhale. Come all the way back, inhale. Lower right foot, exhale. Left knee up, inhale. Pendulum, exhale. Extend your arms, inhale. Hold, exhale. Knee to chest, inhale. Lower left foot down, exhale. Release your arms. Both arms up, inhale. Sit down into your chair, exhale. Bring the torso parallel to the floor. Hold, inhale, lengthen your arms forward a little more. Nice, and then take your forward fold, exhale again, maybe now the legs straighten out a bit. Halfway lift, inhale. And forward fold, exhale. Bend your knees, wake up your glutes, roll up. One, inhale. Glute the shoulders, exhale, stay with me. One more round. Right knee to chest, inhale. Pendulum forward, exhale. Extend your arms forward, inhale. Hold, exhale. Back to center, inhale. Ground right foot, exhale. Last round, stay with me. Left knee to chest, inhale. Pendulum, exhale. Arms forward, inhale. Hold, exhale. Back to center, inhale. Ground left foot, exhale. This time straighten both legs, straighten both arms. Inhale, full stretch. And then fold yourself all the way down. Exhale. Take your opposite elbow with your opposite hand. Tuck your chin. And then just allow yourself to sway a little side to side. You can close your eyes here. Just let all the fluids run in between the eyes, the sinuses, the brain, the skin and the face, the scalp. Remembering that at any time, in any inversion, if you're upside down and you feel nauseous or dizzy or any pressure, odd pressure or pain in and around the orifices of the head or the brain, please come out. If you're enjoying it, you could come to stillness, and we'll just hold a few more breaths here. Wake up the front of your legs. Okay, let's release the hands down. Bend your knees enough to really activate the glutes. Suck your lower belly in from the bottom to the top. Stack your vertebra until you come all the way to stand. Loop shoulders up, back, and down. Good job, everyone. All right, so if you're not near the top of the mat, you'd come to the top of the mat now. Let's bring big toes to touch. And we'll move through an easy sun salutation, okay? So again, I'm going to call a little bit of a breath cue every now and then, but please feel free to breathe at your own pace. Let's start hands in front of the heart space. So this is just your kind of drawing into your center. This is your midline. Feel for that wobbling left to right, front or back. Can you try and connect to your core, to your midline, your deep core line that really anchors you in your center? Release your hands. Take a full breath in and a full stretch up. And then here, if your hamstrings are feeling a little tight, I would say bend your knees to take these forward folds. And then as you come down, you'll tuck your chin. Take a halfway lift, look forward. We're going to step our right foot back, ground the knee down. If your knees are feeling very sensitive, you could quickly flip your mat, press into your front foot, draw both arms up. And then a little back bend here, opening the chest. Bend the elbows to move past the shoulders, spread through your palms, open up, extend hands down to the floor. Unflip your mat if you flipped it. Step into high plank. Hold here for a moment. Okay, so we're pressing against the floor. I'm not peeking my bum kind of up. I'm not dipping it low. I'm trying to get a nice activation, a long line from the crown of my head to my tailbone. Lower your knees. Keep your elbows hugging in and back as you bring your hips, your belly and your chest to the floor. Untuck your toes. Bring the tops of the feet to press into the mat. Big toe all the way to pinky toe side of the foot. Slide your hands forward and wider of your shoulders. Raise your hands up off your mat. Start to lift the back of the head. Wake up the back body. So now my legs are active. My shoulder blades are sliding down. I'm not flinging my head back. So there's a little tuck of my chin. Beautiful. And then lower down, forehead to mat. Slide your hands under your shoulders. Press onto your knees. Come into tabletop for a moment. Separate your knees hip distance. Have a quick look at your hand alignment for downward dog. Right, so we want our hands at least as wide as our shoulders. Palms are spread like a big starfish. And then you want to be pressing into your fingerprints so firmly that they almost become a little lighter and that your knuckles lift away from the mat. Tuck your toes under. Press into your hands and hover your knees just above the mat. Okay, so my shoulders are above my wrists. I'm rounding through my upper back. And my core is switched on. Hold 3 more breaths. Press down between that fleshy part between thumb and index finger. Super bent knee downward dog. Keep everything as it is, but press back into your hands. Go full length in the spine. Tilt your pelvis forward and allow the head to soften down. Roll your outer shoulders down. Inner shoulders forward. So you got space between your ears and your inner shoulders. Nice. Look forward. And then you'll slowly make your way forward. So you can kind of walk. And if you feel like you can't go further, come onto your fingertips. And again, walk. Until you come to the top of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Take your halfway lift. Take your forward fold. Bend your knees, press into your feet, roll your spine all the way up. Loop shoulders up, back and down. Hands to the heart, come back to 0. So nice, guys. So getting into our cardiovascular system by asking our heart to pump a little stronger and really get the fluids moving through our body. Release your hands down, second side. Full breath in, high mountain. Again, if you need, bend your knees as you fold forward fold, tuck your chin. Take a halfway lift. It's our left leg now that steps back. We ground the knee. Both my hips are facing forward and my front knee is stacked above its ankle. Both arms up. And then we take that same bird wing. So bending my elbows, drawing them back, and almost like flipping my palms towards the ceiling as I really pull open, maybe curl your ears back. And then extend the arms, so nice. Little bit of a neural stretch that. Again, hands down, step into your high plank. Activate around the abdominals, around the rib cage, the hands and the fingers, round your upper back. Beautiful, lower your knees down. And then elbows in and back, brings your hips, your belly and your chest and your nose down. Untuck your toes, your big toes touching. Feel the pubic bone press down towards the mat. And the inner thighs roll up. Slide your hands again forward and wider of your mat, or of your shoulders, sorry. This time we're going to keep our hands on the floor and we're going to lift up again, lifting the elbows slightly off the mat, looking forward. So watch for those chicken elbows, hug them in. Watch for shortening the neck, slide the shoulders down. And then here you can kind of lift as much as you like. We'll take 3 full breaths. Nice, and your exhale, lower. Come back onto your hands. Bring your knees hip distance apart. Again, find your hand alignment. Another nice little tip is that the creases of the wrist pretty much want to be parallel to the frontage of your mat. For for those with big shoulders, you might even take your hands a little wider and turn your fingers slightly out. All right, not too much though. So press into your hands, take that nice rattle round through the upper back. It's almost like you lock into your armpits, tuck your toes, hover your knees. Deepen your breath. Bring your knees just above the mat, so it's almost like you want to be able to feel the mat under your knees. Tuck your belly in instead of pushing it out. Nice, and instead of going into downward dog, bring your knees to touch. Untuck your toes. Grab your cushion if you know you need it for child's pose underneath your buttocks. Otherwise, sit back, reach your arms forward, and allow the forehead to rest down. Take your breath into the back of your lungs now. And I'd like you to slide your hands back and place them on this area between your rib cage and your hips. So this is pretty much where your kidneys sit, right? And on top of our kidneys are our adrenal glands. So for a lot of us, really those pineal glands are working overtime at the moment. So I'd like you to just place your hands here, feel that warm feeling on that area, and just breathe into that space. So it's almost like, you know, when if you knock your elbow, and the first thing you want to do, or a mother's first reaction, is to hold it or to rub it. It almost like irons out the vibration, and it calms it down. So this is that same kind of feeling, is those adrenal glands that are really working so hard to keep us alert and awake and safe, you know. Try and just hold them now as if it were a bump, and just almost calm it down. Let's take 3 more deep breaths. All right. Let's release our hands. And then bring yourself forward onto all fours again. We're going to move into what we call dolphin pose. So you're going to come down onto your elbows. Okay? Taking your big finger, your thumb and middle finger, going to wrap it around the outside of your upper arms. And that just determines your width. So I don't really want my elbow much wider than my shoulders. Take your hands forward from there, so now it's in a triangle. Interlace your fingers and bring your bottom pinky to the inside of your hands, okay? So I kind of want my elbows to lock out on the mat here. Press down into your elbows, and again, feel that little hollowing into the armpits. You're going to tuck your toes under, press firmly into your arms, and raise your hips up. So here your feet might be quite far back, that's okay. Try and relax your head a lot, but if you can, you're walking your feet kind of quite close forward, still with a downward dog spine. Right, so now my thighs are active, my outer shoulders are rolling down, my head's relaxed. I'm drawing my lower belly in. Nice. Keep your arms as they are, but walk your feet back so that you're now in a plank pose on your forearms. Release the grip of the hands to come down, flat palms. And then we're going to play a little side to side. So, rolling onto your right elbow, find your balance on your right elbow, raise left arm up. Core connection, stability. Look down, switch. Left arm down, roll onto your outer left foot, raise your hip away from the floor, raise your right arm up. Look down, bring yourself back, change the interlace of the hands from that first round, press your chest back, lift your hips up, walk your feet forward, dolphin pose. Nice. Lower your knees. Untuck your toes. Keep your big toes touching. This time take a nice wide knee child's pose. So again, sitting the buttocks back to the heels, reaching your arms forward and allowing your forehead down. Full deep breaths. All right. And then we'll come back onto all fours. Knees hip distance apart. You're going to take your hands about a hand's length forward of where they were now. Tuck your toes under and find your downward dog, but this time there's a little more space between the hands and the feet. So maybe now you start to play with bending and stretching into the legs and grounding the heels. Potentially get a nice stretch out into the calf muscles. Beautiful. All right, bring your feet a little closer to one another. Ground your right heel if you can, and float your left leg up and back. Nice, squeeze your left heel to your buttock, point your left toes. And then really hollow the belly as you squeeze your left thigh to your belly. Lift high onto the ball of your right foot. Rock forward into a high plank and hold. Squeeze a little higher. Deepen your breath. Nice. Three-legged dog. Ground right heel. Extend left leg up. Same thing, but this time we're going to step that foot through, so you might need a bit of momentum. Heel to buttock. Lift your right heel. Squeeze left knee. Flex that foot. Step yourself through into a nice long lunge. All right, so now we're going to come into supported side plank. Take your right hand out to the side and turn it diagonally out. And then you're going to roll onto the outer edge of your right foot like we just did on our forearm. And you're going to shimmy this left foot out in front of you so that it's parallel to the short edge of your mat. Raise your top arm up and lift your hips away from the floor. See how I have a diagonal line in this bottom arm? So I'm not kind of stacking the shoulder above the wrist. I'm pressing back into it. This thigh is active, my core is active, reaching top arm up. All right, from here, you're going to lower your right hip down to the floor. Okay, left arm out to the side. And then feel now, I know I always say draw shoulder down, but feel now how you draw that right shoulder up towards your ear so you get this beautiful stretch in your right side body. Okay, so my left foot is going to be active now. My core is working. Stay with me. We're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale, lift. Take a full arch of that top arm all the way over. And then exhale, sit back down. See why it's important to press into your fingertips here? Otherwise, you're going to dump into the back of your wrist. 1 more. Inhale, press into your left leg. Take your right arm all the way up and over. Nice. And then sit back down. All right, this time we're going to press to come up. Slide your right foot a little closer so that you can ground it. And then bring your left foot behind you. And then just open up as much as you can. Okay, so don't worry about it. We're not going to hold this too long. Just a little bit of playing. And then bring yourself all the way back. Maneuver. Three-legged dog. Really nice, everyone. All right, lower your left foot to join right. Find a symmetrical downward dog. Beautiful. All right. And then you're going to step your right foot forward. Just as a transition, we're going to move all the way through center, come to face our left leg into a lunge, step back into a downward dog. Okay, so again, bring your feet a little closer towards one another, strong straight arms. Float your right leg up and back, and you try and anchor your left heel, opening the back of that left leg. Hip line is level. Squeeze your right heel to your buttocks, point your right foot. Hollow your belly as you curl that right thigh in, lift high onto the ball of your left foot, rock forward into a high plank, hold. Take it back, three-legged dog. Okay, we're stepping ourselves through, so use that momentum if you need to step right foot through. Long lunge. And then we'll find that side plank. So left hand out to the side, fingertips turned out. Roll onto the outer blade of your left foot now. Shimmy your right foot in front of you so it's almost like it's in line with your hips. Press it down. Reach that right arm up. Lift the left side body away from the floor. And then your own time, super slowly allow the left hip to lower and the right fingertips out to the side. Alright, so you're all with me. We're doing 2 rounds now. Take a full breath in, press down, lift up, and take a beautiful full stretch up and over. Nice, and then exhale, sit back down. One more, press into your right foot, inhale, lift your hips, reach up and over. And then exhale, sit back down. Remember our last one here in our transition, lift all the way up. Draw your back foot a little closer. Take your right foot over. And then you can just take a little lift here, open the chest. Bend everything, look down. Move back into your 3-legged dog. Nice. And lower, right foot to join left. Find your downward dog. Bring your knees down. Keep your hips above your knees, untuck your toes, and find a puppy dog stretch. So reach your arms forward, allow your chest or your heart to melt down. Perhaps you bring your forehead to the mat. Alright, press into your hands, come back onto all fours. Alright, we're going to come to sit on our buttocks. So you could sit to the side, however you need to get there, or simply cross the legs and come to sit on the buttocks, legs in front of you. Alright, so sitting nice and tall. I'm trying not to round too much, but really drawing up. My belly's hugging to my thighs. We're going to play a little bit with our boat pose. So come right onto the tips of your toes. Okay? Find a spot in front of you that you can focus on. Don't let that gaze waver. Okay, that's your focus point. Bring your hands behind your thighs. Lift your toes off the floor. Okay? Roll your inner thighs down. And then keep your toes touching. Bring your shins parallel to the floor. Nice core connection. So now the hands are helping you to lift yourself a little higher, to draw your chest up. Nice, and lower the feet down. Wrap your hands around your shins. And now you kind of, just relax, rest your head on your knees. And then we'll do a second round. So let's all meet in our boat pose. Stay here with the hands behind the thighs or reach both hands out in front of you. Keep your inner knees touching. Keep your chest nice and broad and lift yourself as high as you can. One more breath. Nice. Lower your feet down. Wrap your hands around your knees. And again, just round forward. Really good job, everyone. You can raise your gaze. We're going to come to sit in an easy cross-legged position. So you could sit on your cushion now if you like. Draw both arms up. Take a full breath in. And then take a little lateral. So right hand down, left arm up and across. And then completely soften your right ear to your right shoulder. Flip your left palm up. And then super slowly move that left arm away from you until it moves all the way down to bring you back up to sit. Inhale, draw both arms up. And then it's left hand down, right arm to reach over, make your right sit bone nice and heavy. Completely relax left ear down. Flip right palm up again. You can close your eyes and super slowly, as if you're moving that right arm through a thick liquid, draw it all the way down and down and down until it brings you all the way up to sit. Draw both arms up, take a full breath in, and then take a forward fold. And completely surrender now. If the mind is busy, that's fine. But try bring your awareness to your breath. Come all the way up. Change the cross of your legs. And again, we'll draw both arms up. Breathe. And take a twist to your right, bringing right hand behind you, left hand across. You're going to look over your right shoulder. Gaze forward, simply come back to center, reset, inhale, arms up, twist to your left, left hand behind you, right hand across, look over your left shoulder. Beautiful. And then again, the gaze forward, unravel, reach both arms up, take a full breath in, and take a forward fold over your legs. And then again, you'll bring yourself all the way up. You'll unravel your legs to extend your right leg forward, drawing the sole of the left foot into the inner right thigh. So if you're not sitting on your cushion and it's to the side, and perhaps this left knee is quite high tonight, then you could just place a cushion underneath it. That's quite a nice support. You could even bend this right leg slightly if your back line, your hamstrings are feeling a little tight. Draw both arms up. And then bend from your hips, so take your belly to your thigh before you take your nose towards your knee or your shin. Here you'll just soften down, Quite nice if your knee is bent, because then you can rest your forehead on your knee. Keep drawing the belly in. Feel how that perhaps allows you to take the shape a little bit deeper. Now completely relax the shoulders, the head. And then slowly come up. Take a loop of the shoulders. And switch. If you need that cushion could come underneath the right thigh. Bend your left leg if you bend your right leg, lift up. And then again, take yourself forward. Maybe the head rests down. Maybe you reach for that foot. Maybe you straighten out that leg wherever you are today. Roll your right shoulder level to your left. And then slowly come up. Double legs. Just a last little forward fold here. Reach both arms up again. Knees could be bent. Cushion could be under both knees. And then you'll fold yourself forward over your legs. Spine will roll up, and then we'll set up Shavasana. So tonight we'll finish in constructive relaxation. So you'll bring yourself to lie down. Head can be on your cushion. And then take your feet as wide as your mat. Allow your inner knees to touch. Alright, feel the whole sacrum nice and flat on the floor. And then you'll just cross your arms either across your chest or above your eyes. And then just almost like you're holding yourself, just close your eyes and allow yourself to completely relax. Soften your face, your eyeballs, your brain, the skin across the forehead, the jaw. Soften the belly as you take a nice full breath in. Maybe a sigh out through the mouth. With as little movement as possible, change the cross of the arms. Bring your intention, mantra or affirmation into your awareness now. and repeat it to yourself 3 times with clarity and with meaning, with feeling. Again, take a full breath in as you do. Reach your arms up overhead. Take a big exhale, sigh or yawn. You can reach your feet forward as you take a full body stretch, maybe reaching onto your hands. Stretch out the belly. Nice. Then slowly draw the knees to chest. Give it a little squeeze, a little rock, side to side. And then roll all the way over onto your left or right side. To press yourself up into a seat. Easy cross-legged seat as you come to sit. As we started standing, bring now one hand and the other across your heart. Close your eyes. Ground into your sit bones. Thank yourself for showing up, for getting on your mat, for doing the work. It's not always easy. It's not always the easiest, most pleasant place to be, to sit in stiffness, or to sit in quietness, or to have to be quiet when your mind is very busy. It can be very hard. So thank yourself for putting in the effort to be here tonight. We show gratitude to our bodies for carrying us through this life. And we show gratitude to the practice of yoga. And so thank you all for joining this evening, or if you're catching up. And I wish you a wonderful week forward, and I'll see you on the mat again. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for another lovely practice. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that you felt a little bit of maybe a new connection to the core. I really find that it's the best thing when you practice and you get off your mat and you just are like, something clicked, like something changed in your body, or there's a new neural pathway that formed, there's a new connection, or you moved your body in a way you've never moved it before. And because you're moving so slowly, there's time to integrate that, and there's time to observe it, and there's time to appreciate it. So the practice is so layered. It's there's so much depth to it, and that's the beauty of the practice of yoga, is you can never tick off, I can do yoga, because it's a lifelong practice. Thank you everyone for joining. Such a pleasure. Zita, Kate Jack, Janine. Hello, Liba. Larissa almost got tangled up. It was there was a tangy point at one stage. So well done for moving through the tangles. Those side planks were hectic. Yes, they were. But that is where we move into our stability side, right? That's where we really go deep core, guys. Amazing job. Boat pose, more like flailing. But seriously, I do enjoy your sentence. Lara, boat pose is no one's friend until it's your friend. Like I just said, with yoga, it's like something is like almost like never going to be able to do this, never going to be able to do this, until you can do it. And then once you can do it, you're like, oh, I never ever have a problem with it. And that's just, it's connection. It's mind-body connection. Your mind's telling your body to do something. Your body's not quite sure how or what, or, what it's supposed to activate or open to get there. Practice makes perfect. So well done everyone for giving it your all and for showing up, We'll have to slow motion the one exercise Which one, Catherine? Please tell me. Great stretch, such a pleasure. Emotional at the end. I really needed to connect with myself. Samantha Engel, I'm so glad that you did, guys. Like I said, a lot of depth to this practice. Remember, we store so much in our bodies, right? So when you really get into deep stretches and when you start moving stiffness in your body, you can definitely feel emotional release. You can definitely trigger some emotions. So be kind and gentle with yourselves after practice. Take a nice warm shower or a salt bath or a little bit of oil on your body. Drink some warm lemon water and give yourself some nourishment. Thank work. Such a pleasure, Cyan. Thank you, did the class behind the reception desk tonight. Good girl. Amazing. Franklin, still catching up, join 8. Oh, Franklin, I see you. Yay. So glad you could join. I know you said you were going to be a bit late this evening, so I'm glad you got in here. Well done. Catherine, beginner's question. How do you clean your mat? Super important, guys. So don't clean it with any chemicals and don't let it dry in the sun. So I would say my teacher always uses a little mixture of a little bit of Himalayan salt and a little bit of tea tree oil in some kind of cleansed water. It's like clean water, right? Or filtered water is the right word. Damp cloth, rub over it, and then let it just hang in like a cool place with maybe a bit of a breeze going through. But if you're going to wash it with chemicals and leave it in the sun, it will most likely damage the rubber or whatever your mat's made of. So I hope that answers your question, Kat. I will type it in the things as well. Thoroughly enjoy this evening, Cyan. Such a pleasure. The one where you look like you're lying in the air, the side plank. Thank you. Doing things my body never thought it could do. See you Thursday. Paolo, thank you for the inspiration to do the core this week. I am someone who avoids that area of my body. And so when you mentioned it, I was like, oh, Paolo, the universe has sent you across my path. To inspire me to go deeper into that part of my body, the areas that we avoid, whether that's feeling it, looking at it in the mirror, activating it, using it in our workouts or our practices, those are the parts that need our attention the most. So thank you, Paolo. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining. I know there's a lot of you here who are doing the one-on-ones. Well done for signing up for the month of Lahai in July. For those of you who are not sure about how the one-on-one programs work, if you're interested, send us a direct message, comment on these videos. We'll get in touch with you. A coach will get in touch with you. It really is the next step to leveling up. I said yesterday, or was it today, that in the end, ultimately we are accountable for ourselves, right? But there is something very powerful about having a whether it's a coach, whether it's a teacher or a professor or a counselor, having someone who helps you keep yourself accountable, right? So we strengthen that accountability muscle in ourselves, and in the beginning it can be quite hard. So that's when a coach really comes in use, and where a coach really helps you to build that accountability muscle, so that once you've gone through these one-on-one programs, that it doesn't just, it doesn't end there. It then transforms into your lifestyle, because you just become accountable for your own health and your own happiness. So if you're wondering about the one-on-one programs, please send us a message. We'll be happy to get in touch. Otherwise, I hope your memberships are paid up for the month of July. Lots happening. Guided runs. There's the Saturday run happening. We've got some very, very cool stuff coming on. The running shoes that you guys requested. What's the right shoes with Adidas? That will be coming up. And yeah, so check it out, guys. Ask us any questions if you have anything specific. And I guess I should stop chatting because I'm always chatting too long on these videos. But thank you guys for joining. It's so nice to see all the names pop up here. And I wish you all a beautiful evening. And I will see you guys on the mat. Not tomorrow. There is not a session tomorrow. My session's been hijacked. But I will be back on Thursday, beginners, 5:30. And I hope to see you guys in some of the high intensity classes. So maybe see you guys there. Have a beautiful evening. Ciao.